Hello everyone, I welcome you all to my channel 10 Minutes Philosophy. In this video, we'll be studying on the topic Aristotle, form and matter, actuality and potentiality, and form and matter is also called as holomorphism. So let's begin. So first of all, Aristotle aimed at teleological explanation of universe. He reconciles teleology with mechanistic explanation with the mechanistic explanation given by science through his conception of form and matter. Concepts of form and matter have been deduced by the analysis of theory of causation, which we have studied in the last video. Theory of causation basically talks about for every production in human production there are 4 causes. Those are material cause, efficient, formal cause and final cause. If you have not watched that video, please go and watch it for better clarity. And so we'll start. Form, according to Aristotle, the form is very universal aspect found in all things of the same class, such as cowness, redness, greenness, like we have discussed in Plato, the substance and substratum, the essence of things which is there. Form by itself does not exist. Form by itself does not exist. What exists is a cow or a red thing or a green thing. Form is the real thing about anything in the world. According to Aristotle, form is real thing about anything in the world. जैसे कुछ भी पकड़ लो यार, जैसे गाय है बराबर, तब उसमें काउनेस, देन ब्लैकनेस, ब्लूनेस, रेडनेस, मतलब आई मीन टू से कलर ऑफ द काउ. दैट what is existing is a cow and that is real. And by matter, Aristotle understands that which has no shape and no quality. Like in Plato we have studied everything which has a form has particular shape, quality, color, texture. Over here Aristotle does not talk about the same thing. It appears as good as nothing, but it cannot be nothing. मतलब पहले में ऐसा लगेगा कि फॉर्म एंड मैटर ये चल क्या रहा है बराबर. मैटर से उसका मतलब ये होता है कि इसमें क्या कहते हैं, कुछ है ही नहीं, बट तुम ये भी नहीं बोल सकते कि इसमें कुछ नहीं है, क्योंकि एनी हाउ विच इज़ good as nothing, it cannot be nothing. After all, it is something which has to be modeled by the form into nature, organism, man, that is physical matter, life and consciousness. So if we take example of lump of clay that is without of any form, but it is not so. That clay has no form, but that no form itself a form. समझ रहे हो. अगर क्ले ऐसे ही पड़ा हुआ है तो उसको कोई शेप नहीं है, राइट. जब तक तुम उसका कुछ मूर्ति वगैरह या कुछ बना ना लो. बट जब वो ऐसे ही रखा हुआ है उसमें भी अपने आप ही एक शेप है बराबर. तो अगर अपन फॉर्म को डेफिनाइट नहीं बोल सकते, फॉर्म कैन बी एनीथिंग. समझ रहे हो. मैटर जो होता है, मैटर एंड फॉर्म. अब फॉर्म जो चीज़ का, हर एक चीज़ का फॉर्म होता है, बेसिक, एकदम बेसिक लेते हैं. जैसे थोड़ा सा कुछ, जैसे कोई फॉर्मलेस चीज़ रखी है बराबर. अब तुम ये नहीं कह सकते कि वो फॉर्मलेस है, क्योंकि जब तुम कह दो कि फॉर्मलेस नहीं है तो फिर वो मैटर को कुछ तो फॉर्म होगा ही ना. अगर जो चीज़ फॉर्मलेस नहीं है तो मतलब अगर कोई चीज़ फॉर्मलेस है तो तुम उसे बोलोगे ही कैसे. फॉर्मलेस अपने आप वर्ड में एक फॉर्म है, समझ रहे हो. जैसे when we take an example of God, when we say God is infinite and we say God is infinite, anyhow you are restricting God with your mouth. You are saying that okay, it is infinite, but anyhow when you are saying these things, okay, it is this and this has particular this and that, then you are making it finite. So this same thing was encountered by Vedantists, and that's why they say to know Brahman, it is to be known by the method of niti, not this, not this. Okay, so form by itself is nothing. Similarly, matter without form does not exist. Yes, please note down, matter without form does not exist. What exists is formed matter. Hence, form and matter are inseparable. समझ रहे हो? थोड़ा टफ है, ध्यान से सुनो फिर से, कि जो चीज़ का फॉर्म नहीं है वो मैटर है, बट मैटर में फॉर्म होगा ही, राइट? किसी मैटर का कोई फॉर्म नहीं है, बट वो मैटर जो है उसका कोई फॉर्म नहीं है, वो अपने आप में एक फॉर्म होगा। भले वो फॉर्म अपने को पता नहीं होगा, वो सर्कल है, स्क्वायर है, रेक्टेंगल है, अपने को कोई पता नहीं है वो कौन सा शेप है, राइट? बट वो कुछ तो होगा जो अभी तक अपन शायद डिस्कवर नहीं कर पाए, और मैटर और फॉर्म को अपन सेपरेट नहीं कर सकते। सो what exists is form matter, hence form and matter are inseparable. We can distinguish them only in our thoughts. Form and matter are relative. What is matter in one relation becomes form in another. Right? Form and matter are fluid. जैसे अगर if we take an example, okay? I'm sorry I use some of the Hindi terms in between that might create problems for the non-Hindi speakers. So I'll try to stick myself to English, and whatever if I'm giving in Hindi, that is nothing but repetition. So don't worry. So wood is the matter relation to chair, and it is a form of it. Wood is a matter in relation to chair, which is form of it. The same chair becomes matter in relation to the furniture. You are getting my point? So wood is a matter for chair, and that chair is form. And if chair is matter, if chair is form, then in relation to furniture it becomes matter. Thus what becomes is matter, and what is become is form. What becomes is matter, what it becomes is form, right? I hope you are with me. I'll repeat it again. What becomes is matter, what it become is form. Matter by itself has no form. It is lawless. Please understand, underline these words. It is lawless, formless and purposeless, but it has the potentiality of becoming anything. Thus Aristotle calls it as potentiality, right? What makes matter actual is the form. So form is the principle of actualization. Matter is the potentiality, and the form is the actualization of this potentiality. This was so simple, but over here people make mistakes. Please understand this. So जब मैटर में पोटेंशियलिटी होती है, राइट, और फॉर्म वो एक्चुअलाइजेशन देता है वो पोटेंशियलिटी बनने के लिए. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल लेंगे तो घर में हर कोई कहता है ना, नहीं मेरा बेसिकली मम्मी लोग, राइट, मेरा बेटा तो बहुत होशियार है, वो कर सकता है, बट वो पढ़ता नहीं है या वो करता नहीं है, बराबर. तो एनी योर मदर सीज पोटेंशियलिटी. तुम्हारी मम्मी या जो भी कहते हैं तुम्हें, वो पोटेंशियलिटी तुम्हें देख रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअलाइजेशन तुम्हें करना है. सॉरी, एक्चुअलाइजेशन तुम्हें करना है. फॉर्म form or universal exist only in particular. However, according to Plato, like last time we saw, I'll just repeat some of the lines. There is transcendent world of ideas or form which exist over above and perceptual objects. Aristotle says that form is prior to actualization of implicit potentiality, and actuality is prior to potentiality. So everything that comes to be moved towards this principle, that is end or purpose, actuality is the end. So actuality is prior to potentiality, right? Aristotle, or according to Aristotle, all things in the world can be arranged in hierarchical order. In this order, one class may be matter in relation to the other, that is form, right? I hope you are getting what I meant to say by this actuality and potentiality. When you have something to actualize it, then that leads to potentiality. Wood is actualizing material for chair, and chair is actualizing material for furniture, right? That's why in like minute and ago I said what becomes is matter, what it becomes is form. Okay, so wood is the matter in relation to the chair, which is form of it. The same chair becomes matter in relation to the furniture. And at the bottom is pure potentiality. It is formless matter. It has nothing definite. It is wholly indeterminate. However, under the influence of prime mover, now you can take any abstract notion. Okay, now I'm not giving it a box that prime mover is this and so and so. No, you can take any abstract energy or whichever area you think for prime mover. For many theist people it may be god, for animistic people it may be nature. It is very different for everyone. So under the influence of prime mover, it progressively get actualized from lower order to higher order till it reaches to the highest order. Okay, you're getting me? Plato held that the idea of good draws all things itself and all things strive after the idea which they wish to become. Right? So this was a Platonic explanation of becoming is teleological. Right? But Aristotle hold that such Platonic explanation as mythological and unclear. Aristotle advances doctrine of unfoldment. All things can be caught up in development or formless develop into the higher. And Aristotle also supports his doctrine by the presence of form in organisms. Like every organism has a particular form. I think this video will take 2 or 3 minutes more, so we can complete this particular whole chapter. So this unfoldment is totally teleological, and Aristotle's conception can be compared with the Sankhya's like conception of Prakriti. So we will be studying about Prakriti when we'll take up the Indian philosophy. Over there in Sankhya school, we'll be studying about the qualities of the Prakriti and Purusha. It is a dualist school. Just to give you an example, just to give you an overview and to exemplify over here. According to Aristotle, there are only two things, form and matter, which can explain all the moment of becoming and development in this whole world. Right? So here we stop, and I hope this was very much clear for you, and this particular thing is very much asked in all examinations. If you don't understand, just go back, listen it once and try to create your own example, so it might get fixed to your brain, and ये आइडिया तुम्हें अच्छे से समझ जाएगी. बेसिकली बोलने का तात्पर्य यही है. जैसे ही तुम्हें समझ जाएगी, तुम इसमें हर चीज़ अपने आप से बराबर कर सकते हो. So thank you for staying bit long, and we'll meet with the next topic. I just want to know what topic should I take next. Like we should start with rationalism or empiricism. Please comment and let me know what should we start. Thank you and have a lovely day. Bye.